All right, if your WordPress website disappeared tomorrow, could you get it back? Not kind of get it back, not rebuild it from memory, actually restore it. And that's what I want to talk about today, because backups are one of those things that small business owners know they should have, but a lot of times they don't know if they actually have a good backup until something breaks. And that's the worst time to find out. All right, today what I want to talk about is WordPress website backups. And I know backups are not the most exciting topic. It's not a fancy design thing. It's not a new plugin. It's not some cool feature you can show off on your homepage. But here's the thing. If your business depends on your website, backups are not optional. They're one of those foundation things. It's like insurance for your website. You hope you don't need it, but when you do need it, you really need it. So in this video, I'm going to walk through what a WordPress backup is, why it matters, and what should be done, and what should be included in the backup, and how I would check whether your backup setup is actually protected you or not. I also put a simple backup checklist down in the pinned comment so you can follow along and check your own site. Now, a lot of times small business owners assume their website's backed up because their hosting company says something about backups on the sales page. And sometimes that's true, but sometimes that's not the kind of backup you think it is. Sometimes the backup only runs once in a while. Sometimes it only keeps a copy for a few days. Sometimes it doesn't include everything. And sometimes the backup exists, but nobody has ever tested whether it actually can be restored or not. And that last part is really important. A backup is only good if you can restore it. I worked with a small business owner not too long ago. I'll keep the details private. But she had a local service business. And her website was where people filled out forms, requested quotes, and learned about her services. She had been updating her own site for a while. Nothing crazy, just normal small business stuff. A few plugins, a contact form, some service pages, a gallery, that type of thing. One day she updated the plugin, and the site broke. White screen, error message. Couldn't get to the homepage, couldn't get to the dashboard, and the first thing she said was, "It's okay, I think my host has backups." So we checked. There was a backup, but it was almost 3 weeks old. And in those 3 weeks, she had changed prices, added a new service page, updated photos, and made some changes to her contact form. So technically, there was a backup, but it was not a good backup for where her business was right now. That's the difference. Having some backup somewhere is not the same as having a backup plan. So let's make this simple. A WordPress website is basically made up of two big parts. You have the files and you have the database. The files are things like your theme, your plugins, your uploaded images, PDFs, logos, and all that stuff that lives in your media library. The database is where WordPress stores your pages, posts, settings, users, form entries, WooCommerce orders if you have a store, and a lot of information that makes the site work. So when we talk about a WordPress backup, we want both. We want the files and we want the database. If you only have one piece, you may not be able to store the full website the way it was. That's kind of like having the body of a car but not the engine, or having the engine but not the rest of the car. You need both pieces to get back on the road. Now here's how I'd look at it if I were checking a small business website. First, I'd ask, where are the backups being stored? This really matters. If your backups are stored only on the same hosting account as your website, that's better than nothing, but it's not ideal. Because if something happens to that hosting account, or the server has a problem, or malware gets into the account, your backup could be affected too. What I typically recommend is having backups stored off-site somewhere. Off-site just means the backup is saved somewhere separate from your actual website hosting. That could be cloud storage, a managed backup service, or another secure location. The point's simple. Your backup should not live only in the same place as the thing it is backing up. Second, I'd check how often the backups run. This depends on the type of website. If you have a simple brochure style website where the content doesn't change very often, then daily backups may be enough. If you have an online store, membership site, booking site, or anything where orders, appointments, or form entries are coming in all the time, you may need backups more often. Maybe daily is not enough. Because if your site breaks at 4 p.m. and your last backup was from midnight, what did you lose during the day? That could be orders, that could be leads, that could be client requests. So the right backup schedule depends on how often your website changes. Third, I'd check how long the backups are kept. This is called retention. That just means how many days or weeks of backups you have available. Some hosts may only keep backups for a short time, maybe a day, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. That might be fine in some cases, but not always. Here's why. Sometimes you don't notice a problem right away. Maybe a form stopped working last week. Maybe malware was added to the site quietly. Maybe an update caused a layout issue that nobody noticed for a few days. If all your backups are from after the problem started, then restoring one of those backups may just restore the problem too. So you want enough backup history to go back before the issue happened. Fourth, I check whether the backup has ever been tested. This is the part people skip. They install a backup plugin, or they see something in their hosting dashboard, and they assume they're covered. But until you test a restore, you don't really know. Now, I'm not saying you should go click restore on your live business website just to see what happens. Don't do that unless you know what you're doing. But a good web person, a good host, or a good care plan should be able to test the backup safely. Usually that means restoring it to a staging site. A staging site is just a private copy of your website where you can test things without affecting the live site. That way you can confirm if the backup works before you actually need it in an emergency. Fifth, I'd check whether backups are happening before updates. This is a big one. WordPress sites need updates. WordPress itself needs updates. Plugins need updates. Themes need updates. But before you run updates, especially plugin updates, you want a fresh backup. Because if something breaks, you want a restore point from right before the change happens. That makes the fix a whole lot easier. A lot of times, people update 10 plugins at once. Something breaks, and then they have no idea which update caused it. And if there's no fresh backup, now you're troubleshooting under pressure. That's not where you want to be. So my simple rule is this: backup first, then update. It's not fancy, but it matters. Now let's talk about backup plugins for a second. There are several good WordPress backup plugins out there. I'm not going to turn this into a full plugin comparison video. But the main thing you want is a backup solution that can back up the full site. Store the backup somewhere safe, run on a schedule, and make restoration clear. You don't need to be a tech expert to understand the basics. You just need to know what questions to ask. Does it back up the files in the database? Does it run automatically? Or does it store the backup? How long are backups kept? Can the backup be restored? Has anyone tested it? Those questions will tell you a lot. And if you ask your host or your web person those questions and they can't give you a clear answer, that's a sign you need to look closer. Because backups are not something you want to guess about. Here's what can happen if you ignore this. A plugin update can break the site. A bad line of code can cause an error. A hacker can get in and damage files. A hosting issue can take the site down. Someone can accidentally delete a page. A form can stop working, and you may not notice it right away. And when that happens, the difference between a stressful day and a complete mess is usually whether you have a clean, recent backup. I've been working with WordPress for almost 20 years, and this is one of the things I see all the time. Small business owners are not trying to be careless. They're busy. They're serving clients. They're answering emails. They're doing the work that actually makes the business run. So backups get pushed to the side. But the thing is, your website is part of your business. And if it brings in leads, sells products, books calls, answers questions, or helps people trust you, then it needs protection. And backups are one of the simplest ways to protect it. So here's the practical workflow I'd recommend. Number 1, find out what backup system you currently have. Check your hosting dashboard. Check your WordPress dashboard. Look for any backup plugin that may already be installed. Number 2, confirm that it backs up both your files and your database. Remember, you want the full website, not just part of it. Number 3, check the schedule. For most small business sites, daily backups are a good starting point. If your site changes often, you may need more than that. Number 4, make sure backups are stored off-site. You want a copy somewhere separate from the website itself. Number 5, confirm how long backups are kept. I like having enough history that you can go back before a problem happens. Number 6, make sure a backup runs before updates, especially before a plugin update. Number 7, test the restore process safely. Again, don't experiment on a live site if you're not comfortable. Use a staging site or have someone help you. That's the basic backup plan. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need to exist. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I have no idea if my site's being backed up, don't beat yourself up over it. A lot of business owners are in the same place. What I would not do is ignore it. Take 15 minutes and check what you have. And if you can't tell, that's a good reason to get help. This is also one of the things I look at in a WordPress website audit. I check the foundation of the site, backups, updates, security, hosting, speed, and the basic things that keep the website healthy. Because before you spend money redesigning pages or adding new features, you want to know the foundation is solid. If you want help with that, you can reach out to WPEdge Solutions. And I can take a look at your site and tell you what I'd fix first. No pressure. But if your business depends on your website, don't ignore this. So that's the big takeaway. Backups are not just a technical detail. They're your safety net. And the time to check them is before something breaks, not after. If this video helped, leave a comment and let me know. Do you know where your WordPress backups are stored? And if you're not sure, just put not sure in the comments. That's a very common answer. I'll put the backup checklist in the pinned comment so you can go through it step by step. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.